So it's a little video of the horizontal braid stitch that I came up with recently, just to show you how to do it. Really easy to do, actually. This is what it looks like when you see it from the front. This is what you see from the back. It's quite neat, and you can see that the braids are actually knitted in rather than woven afterwards, so you complete the work as you go along. One thing I would say, if you're making a flat panel, to alternate the direction of the braids. I don't know if you can see there that they're running in alternate directions. The reason being, I did try making a flat panel with them all going in one direction, and the fabric ended up going off at a funny angle like that. So just a tip, of course, if you want to do a project where that's part of the effect, then that's the way to do it. So let me show you the stitch. I'm doing a piece here with a garter stitch border. I know the pattern doesn't show up quite so well, but I wanted to see what happens when the braid runs into a border, and actually it runs in quite neatly. On the other piece that I did, you can see that it left these funny little pointy bits at the end, but you don't get those when you put it into a border. So it does give you quite a neat finished edge. So I've already knitted the 3 stitches there of the border. So we're going straight into the horizontal braid. And to start, you just need to wrap the first peg a couple of times fairly loosely and knit over. Knit the second peg, then go back to the first one, unravel it, bring it to the left of the peg and over the top of the second one. Take the tool through, pick up the stitch from underneath, take them both off, take them to the left of the peg, just so you can draw it tightly, put it back over the top and wrap. Take up a little bit of the slack, and then you're on to knitting the next one. Unravel the stitch, bring it round the front, take it over the top, down through, pick up the one from underneath, take them both off, pull it tight, put it back, wrap it round and take up the slack. And that's all there is to it. Knit over, take the second one, bring it round, over the top, underneath, lift it off, put it tight, put it back over. You don't really need to wrap that twice. You could just knit the next peg, but I find these get in the way, so I like to just move them out of the way by twisting them over again. And it's a stitch that's done over 2 rows, but this is the row that gives you the pattern, and you can do it quite quickly actually once you've got the sequence. And right. I'm just going to go to before the border so that you can see how to finish the row. It does work in a flat panel and in the round. I've tried both. And with the same stitch to finish works both ways too. Taking it off, around the front, over the top, take the stitch from underneath, pull it tight, wrap it round, and this is our last one before the border. So very, very slightly different. and really unwrapping this the same, coming around the front, over the top, knitting the stitch as normal, pulling it tight, putting it back, and whereas before we've wrapped it again so that we've got extra to go to the next peg, this time you can just pull it tight and then you can go into your border or whatever your next stitch is that you're doing. I'll just get to the end of that row. And then, as I said, it's a 2-row pattern. So I'll just come back. Ooh, I'll tangle it up here. Just do my border stitch here. And then all you need to do for the second row is a row of purl. And of course, the row of purl means that it's dropping the braid that you've just made down to the front of the work. If we did a knit stitch, it would be at the back. I'm hoping I'm not blocking the camera with my hands here, trying not to, but that's all there is to it. So it's one row with the chain coming in front of the pegs, and on the way back it's just a row of purl, and then in between I've done some rows of just plain knit stitch for stockingette so that it stands out nicely from the background. I think that's quite a nice effect. I hope you like it. Have some fun. Thanks for watching.